I painted my entire house with Sherwin Williams Greek Villa. Hey everyone, I'm Stephanie from the Farmhouse Mom, and we spent the entire weekend painting. I'm really excited to show you how it turned out. We have a very nice sunny day here on the farm, and I think it'll be perfect to show you around and see how this color looks in my home. So when we first moved into our farmhouse 4 years ago, we just had them paint everything white because we just were in a place in life where I could barely make any decisions. I just felt like I wanted to live in the space to see how the light fell, to see what rooms we would be using more, and I just wanted time to decide. It was so hectic kind of building a house. And finally, after 4 years, we've arrived at a spot where I really think I know what I want my style to be, what I want the colors to be. So come along and let's look how it turned out. I'm going to show you some scenes of us painting, so hopefully you can get a feel of how the walls looked with just a flat painter's color and then with the Greek Villa warm white. You can see here as I'm taking down the items off of my hutch. There to the right, we have already painted some, and it looks a little bit of just a warm. Greek Villa does have a little bit of a yellow undertone, and so I'm going to show you after we've painted. I'll show you during the daytime, and I'll also show you during the evening, but we have 3 sides open windows, so we get a lot of natural light. You can definitely see here as my husband is painting over just the flat white. It was such a bright white color that it didn't reflect anything. It just kind of absorbed, and we had shadows all over the house. We have an open kitchen, living, and dining, and you can see here as my husband is painting there on the right just how much it brightens it up and how much it reflects the light. And here we have the right side painted and the left side not painted. We have several other Sherwin Williams colors in our home, and our doors are painted this tricorn black. So almost every door in the house is that really neutral tricorn black color, and it looks really good with the Greek Villa. It's so warm, and we left the trim a bright white. If you've seen my previous videos, you saw us installing this wallpaper just a few weeks ago, and you can see as I pan up here, the ceiling is very white. And this is a different view from our kitchen, and I'm pointing out here that I rub and buffed my black Farmhouse sconces, which I don't think I like it. I think I'm going to take it off, but I just want to pan around and let you see the warmness of the Greek Villa, and the ceiling is still white. I think we might paint it with the Greek Villa so it can look very warm throughout. I left the tablecloth off of my 1950s table just so you can see how it really pulls out a lot of browns. Like the piano is a 1960s piano, and the woodwork and the shades, but I was really, and then also our wood beams, I was really happy with how it made everything look so warm. We have been living in a hospital, y'all, for 4 years. It has been so white, and it's just so dark at the evenings, and so I was so happy with how it turned out. So another color that we have is our evergreen fog, and I decided to paint our kitchen island that nice sagey green. So again, if you're a regular viewer, welcome back. You will know that I painted my island about the same time we did the wallpaper. We also painted the fireplace this weekend, and I'm just showing you the living room just to kind of see how everything is tying in. I don't like our couch. It's not something that I'm going to keep. I do like our 2 chairs that we have, but the couch is not my favorite. The Greek Villa did really well with our other Sherwin Williams color that we used, which was in the navy. This is what our fireplace looked like before. It was a really light color. This was just something that I picked up at Menards, and I was tired of it being white. We use our fireplace all the time in the wintertime, and it was so stained, and I'm like, I don't want to paint this white every couple months. It just really didn't look good. And I think the lightness of the fireplace that it is here, kind of like that light blue, it just really was kind of making everything look really tall. So the fireplace above is shiplap, and the entire living room, your eyes just went right up to like that really long white tall, because really nothing was breaking it up. And so I just went on the website. I didn't go in the store. I just went on the website, and Sherwin Williams is so good. This is not a sponsored Sherwin Williams post. It should be. Sherwin Williams, you should be sponsoring me because I love your colors. But I just used the website, and they're really good about mixing and matching everything that should go together. So I was putting this on. My husband walked in and said, "Oh, we're going with middle school, gymnasium blue." So I was a little nervous as I was doing this. I'm going to be honest. We also did a semi-gloss. There's me being nervous and walking away. I also did a semi-gloss. I wanted a satin, but my husband misunderstood and he picked up a semi-gloss. So it was very, very shiny in the light. And I was a little nervous, but I figured I'm already this far in. Let's just keep painting. As I was editing this footage, I could really tell that as the paint was wet, it was much glossier and shinier, and as it dried, it really looked really nice. In the navy is a true navy. It doesn't have any purple undertones. I think the Sherwin-Williams color naval has a little bit more of a purple undertone, but I do have an awesome company that is sending me some throw pillow covers. And so I got some blue and brown and some gold colors that I think will kind of tie in even more of this nice navy color. The biggest thing that I noticed that it did for us was it anchored the space. It really brought the eye down, and instead of our living room looking just like a huge stripe with that shiplap, it made it nice and wide, and it really, like I said, brings your eye down. It makes the gloss of the piano and all of the other woodwork and the other, brown items that we have in the living room, it made it really pop. I also am going to be refinishing my dining room chairs, a really nice mid-century gold. I think I have a pattern picked out, but I think that will tie it in. All right, so if you're a regular viewer, now I'm going to go ahead and show you some footage of our new baby goat and update you on when our new babies are going to be born. And if you're not a regular viewer and you would like to be, please hit subscribe so you can be notified of when I have videos. I upload on every Tuesday and Friday. This Tuesday, I'm going to be doing an extreme decluttering of my kitchen. But anyway, back to the baby goats. We have this one little fella that was born a few weeks ago. He's all by himself, and so it's been kind of tough. I did let him out in the barnyard earlier this week, and he was able to jump around with our 8-week-old babies. I have a little boy and a little girl that I just purchased from a local farm, and he got to be introduced through the fence to my ladies. They are so curious. Anytime anything is new on the farm, they have to know about it. So I was looking through my calendar, and I have some girls that had a date with a gentleman back in August 15th, I believe. And so that sets their due date at January 7th. And so we have some cold weather coming in. So I'm sure they will be born at 2 o'clock in the morning when it's super cold, but that's just the life of a farmer. This is Rosie. She has done really well with the new goat, and we're all anxiously awaiting the arrival of our new babies coming in just a week or so. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you on Tuesday.